We was fucking with each other, you was cheating on boy.
Remy, I know you ain't this corny.
Remy, you must need blood if you say he your type. Like, oh my.
We was with one another, you was betraying kid Remy. I realize you ain't this cliche Remy, you should require blood. Assuming you say he your sort like wow. I want to believe that they don't learn about this cuz. You know it's plausible you could hear child, it seems to be this entire show among Papoose. And Remy mama is a long way from being done cuz word on the road. Is Papoose is as yet pungent after Remy unloaded him like a hot potato to connect with more youthful men. Now we as a whole realize Remy was uncovered for going behind Papoose's back with an underground rapper nom simple to obstruct Skipper. Obviously Simple was being overseen by both Remy and Papoose, and he was one of Papoose's dear companions for quite a long time, and when Papoose learned about it in a real sense, broke him and has been battling since. Papoose was at first extremely reluctant to talk on the issue since he would have rather not humiliated Remy anyway. Remy as of late attempted to make others think he caused the separation, and that is the thing truly set him off. He hammered her on his IG and spilled some significant tea about what truly went down, and you all the subtleties are more chaotic than we naturally suspected. I told you all this months prior. I told you all that Remy mama and Papoose are done it. Told you all that Papoose put hands on that young man she's screwing with on the grounds that that is a young man that is not a developed man. Remy damn close to 45, okay. So is a large portion of you all definite. Eli no, Remy mama and Papoose's marriage has been in disgrace since briefly now. After Remy was discovered attaching with the assistants, this was a significant shock to a many individuals since they've been shaking with one another for right around 15 years through various challenges like Papoose in a real sense remained by Remy and stayed faithful to her while she was in prison for an entire 6 years. This man even got together the fortitude to attempt to break her out of prison at one point with a skeleton key. Fortunately for him, he had a few genuine great legal counselors in his group, so he ain't fey no prison time himself, except for he was unable to see her for quite a long time after that. Now, soon after he wedded her while she was still in jail, they traded their commitments through the telephone, and he treated those conjugal promises exceptionally in a serious way. He dismissed every one of the young ladies that attempted to get with him and never betrayed Remy. Essentially, that is what he expresses. At any rate, after she got delivered, Papoose was not too far off to invite her home, and backing her both in her expert life and in her own life, they proceeded to have a wonderful child young lady in 2018. Now Remy previously had a youngster from her past relationship and child. Papoose additionally had 3, yet they actually made it work. Yet, when we thought they were pressing onward and nothing could at any point shake them, their relationship came crashing down. Everything began a couple of months prior when individuals began conjecturing that Remy was going behind Papoose's back with another man who was way more youthful than him. The tales got considerably more wild when Remy neglected to wish Papoose a cheerful Dad's Day despite the fact that it was a custom for her to yell him out each year. Papoose likewise apparently tossed conceal at Remy by wishing himself a blissful Dad's Day with an IG post highlighting the whole family, yet barring Remy. Purportedly, Papoose lashed out after he figured out that Remy was attaching with Simple to the point that he truly went after him. The source said the two got into a warm trade of words behind the stage at Remy's Chrome 23 occasion, and Papoose hit Simple upside the head and thumped him oblivious. That, as well as certain observers, guarantee that Remy was not too far off and she witnessed the entire thing. What makes this significantly more chaotic is that Simple to hinder was dear companions with Papoose, so the way that they felt agreeable enough to sell out Papoose like that is wild. Yet despite the fact that Papoose stayed calm all through this entire thing since it happened, Simple to hinder continued to flap his gums via virtual entertainment, talking hella insane like Papoose was the one in some unacceptable, he said, you all maintain that something terrible should happen to me. So terrible. Obviously, it's the equivalent detesting men and females, yet you all ought to get the story straight before you all speak to you then. That point happened to at Papoose an interest for him to dispel any confusion in a tweet that read, genuine men do genuine articles right. You become clear up these reports before I in all actuality do yo. Like I said before, Papoose was not with a B, and he ain't even annoyance to answer. Remy then again hurried to Twitter and said, I might want to apologize to everybody that was disheartened this evening since we were unable to get 3 full adjusts from every one of the adversaries I attempted. Ed, and can you all kindly stop with the simple and pop lies yet? Individuals were not accepting any of it, particularly due to how quiet Papoose was. In this, it was all not normal for him to stay calm when his ride or pass on was being hauled through the mud like this, which aggravated the separation. Even rapper Gig Gotti put Remy on impact for betraying Papoose directly before EAS himself during a rap fight. And for someone who had such a huge amount to say online, EAS was hella calm when he got caught. Ed out face to face, no standard female that is his better half taking you out, contrasted with how he might have treated you that resembled, and you not free either, assuming that you going cheat, essentially cheat with I can battle right. You realize this ain't correct, you realize this ain't correct. Come on, you all realize this ain't correct. GGE likewise hauled Remy for undermining Papoose, despite the fact that he stayed with her while she was still in prison, actually needed to go through organizes everything about interview. He show his deference and tell the world how he think his lady the best that held you down in jail for a considerable length of time. It was decent, he cried, enormous. It was each interview he show his appreciation to tell the world most noteworthy lady the best. He held you down in jail for quite some time. I realize it was pleasant, he cried, enormous tears. He remained by you by your greatest achievement. First line giving you huge cheers, man, you all got. A delightful child young lady, who owes so astounding he'd be condemned on the off chance that he lose you to this bozo with supports. He said precisely exact thing. Everyone and their mother was at that point thinking this. Likewise affirmed that individuals in their circle previously got tea on all that. Was continuing yet was hushing up about it, and on second thought of simple denying the tales, he truly compounded the situation for Remy when he apparently affirmed it, assuming you heard something to a female, and he ain't. It's presumably on the grounds that I actually got the female Remy's quiet. Likewise made individuals much more persuaded that there was truly something serious going on, the grounds that we as a whole skill she doesn't allow anyone to talk gravely against her. Remy was subsequently consulted after this, and despite the fact that she attempted to relax, she looked noticeably anxious and vexed that GUI had uncovered her. I'm great. I feel great. I was toward the end I resembled. Hold up. You don't believe that I should get back to a little turn? Then Emily thought he up there conversing with Smack. I began in better rap mean. Tasha K additionally added more fuel to the fire when she released a photograph of Remy and Simple on a heartfelt date to Applebee. Understanding Natasha, one of her devotees, furtively snapped the picture and sent it to her DMs. I told you all this months prior. I told you all that Remy Mama and Papoose are done. I told you all that Papoose hands on that young man she's screwing with on the grounds that that is a young man that is not a developed man. Remy damn close to 45, okay. Remy damn close to 45 years of age. This young man works for her. He is attempting get to come up and rap Remy Mama and Papoose should possess this organization together, and Remy Mama winds up dozing. And I'm going express supposedly with the assistance. I got a call the day Papoose ran up on that young man and thump his. I just got an image that I posted in Tosh. Live. Come of her and the young man. All you realize there were more photographs cues. It was a one no yet they was having a confidential supper. It didn't seem to be a couple. This has been happening as per Hot Pots for quite a long time. After this, Remy and EAS didn't actually attempt to conceal their relationship no more, on the grounds that only half a month after the fact they were spotted on one more date at the Hawks game. As of now, they were simply focusing on that relationship. Papoose's face cool as a cucumber about how it would affect him, and on the off chance that you all didn't realize, E is 8 years more youthful than Remy, and Remy is 10 years more youthful than Papoose. Certain individuals guess perhaps Remy needed some youthful energy in her life, and Papoose wasn't give it no more. You all, as though that wasn't untidy enough, a few sound of Simple talking wild about Papoose and Remy's marriage spilled. He obtrusively uncovered that he and Remy were certainly attaching despite Papoose's good faith, and there wasn't a thing he could do about it. He at last conceded to getting into a battle with Papoose and guarantee that in spite of Papoose going hard on him, he actually emerged without any wounds. So it's very much like similarly as that like Coos. It's exactly how could that be going to function? How is everything turning out to function? However, presently, like regardless of whether you return with the ball right, which okay, I'll come out makes sense of all that occurred with one another. You is undermining kids, such and such, whatever happens. Suppose love and hip bounce, get it. You all reunite. How does now I get a sack? You understand? What I mean, I get a little pack. I get a little kill couple. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Such a you me. I'm the kid. That such a cheat. I'm around now. I'm a little tad so toward the day's end. It sort of fits saying like it fit everyone that's so very much like similarly as that like cuz it's exactly how and that be going to function. How is everything turning out to function however presently like regardless of whether you return with a kid right too comfortable? I ought to realize